We have already seen that when the solenoid is long and tightly woven, it can be assumed as cylinder. So we have solenoid to be long. It looks like long cylindrical metal sheet. Field outside is 0 and field inside is parallel. So these are four things that we are assuming. And the direction of the field is given by right hand rule. So this curl of the fingers is showing the direction of the current, and this thumb is showing the direction of the field. So current is going in this direction, field is in this direction. So this is the direction of the magnetic field. Now let us solve the case for this solenoid. Now consider a rectangular Amperian loop. So we have recently discussed this Ampere's circuital law. So we have considered an Amperian loop ABCD. Now let us look this Amperian loop. So what is this Amperian loop and how does it work? So if we look at this Amperian loop, so what we have taken? So we have taken this kind of a rectangular Amperian loop. So this is our Amperian loop. So this is D, this is C, this is B, this is A. So along AB field is in this direction. Along this CD field outside is 0. This is the length of this CD or AB. This is the length of this side H. If we see here, we have already seen that the field between the wires is cancelled out. So one is up, then one must be down. So field inside the wires is exactly cancelled out and outside the field is 0. Inside the field is along AB. Also there is another way of seeing this. Another way of seeing this is that if we take this rectangular loop, this is the rectangular loop, this is the portion which is outside, this is the portion which is outside. Outside field is already 0, that we have already assumed. Outside field is 0. Now let us see inside. So what we have here, we have this B dot dl. Here if we make this very small parts of this, so dl is in this direction, field is in this direction. So for both of them cos theta is cos 0, which is equal to 1. But if you take this portion and this portion, for these two portion, this and this, theta is equal to, field is in this direction, portion are in this direction. So theta is equal to 90 degree. This theta is 90 degree, cos 90 is equal to 0. This B dot dl becomes 0. So what did we see? We saw that for this region, AB region, this is parallel to the field. This region and this region is perpendicular to the field. So contribution is cancelled out, and outside it is already 0. So only contribution comes because of this AB region. Same thing is written there. Let us read this thing. So consider a rectangular Amperian loop ABCD. So this was the loop. Along the CD, the field is 0. So this was our loop A, B, C and D. And this was our solenoid. This is the field direction. Along CD, field is 0 as argued above because outside field is 0. Along traverse section BC and AD. So outside all the field is 0. If inside we see this term BC and AD is this one inside part and this BC part. So for these, field component is 0 because field is in this direction this length, small length dl is in this direction, field is this direction. So this b dot dl is equal to 0 for these sections. Now what we have remaining, this AB section. Thus these two sections make no contribution. So no contribution because of this, no contribution because of this, because field direction is this, they have this direction, and field is in this direction. Now let us finally take these sections, small sections of this. So small sections are in this direction, field is also in this direction, both are in same direction. That means this AB section will contribute in the magnetic field. Now the length is h. Length of this section was h, that we have already decided. Length of this section AB is h. Now let us solve this problem. Let the field along AB will be B. So we say the field is B and the relevant length of Amperian loop is L. So previously we have total big loop, this was H, but this was cancelled out. This was also cancelled out, So only length remaining of this Amperian loop is H, this much. So let us take the length to be H. So length is H, and now we define a term. So suppose if there are total n number of turns in the coil. So this solenoid is very long and there are n turns. N could be very large, 1000, 2000 or 3000, very large. But we are defining one term, number of turns per unit length. That means n divided by h. We define it small n. Small n is the number of turns per unit length. Let n be the number of turns per unit length. That means there are, let us say this solenoid has 3000 turns. But the length is also 3 meter. So how many turns per meter? 1000 turns per meter. So 1000 turns per meter, that is small n, because n is 3000, h is 3, n is equal to 1000 turns per meter. So we are defining this small n. Small n is number of turns per unit length. Then the total number of turns is nh. So we have seen this is equal to small n, capital N is equal to n into h. The enclosed current is, now let us see what is the current enclosed. So we have already seen the current in this solenoid is I, but total enclosed current, what would be the total enclosed current? I, but we are having I n times, because there are total number of loops n times I current is going inside or coming out of this solenoid. So we have to multiply with n to find this current enclosed. As we have earlier seen, if there are n turns, we have to multiply with this n, and the value of n is n, small n into h. So that current enclosed is nh, where I is the current in the solenoid. Now from Ampere's circuital law, what we have? B L is equal to mu naught I enclosed. Now let us put all the value. B is B because we have assumed the magnetic field to be B. Length was h. Mu naught is same. I enclosed is simply I into n. N is nh. Now h gets cancelled out both the side. So what we get? Magnetic field is mu naught n I. So if you see here, what is the difference? This magnetic field is multiplied with this number n, which is the number of turns per unit length. This magnetic field is multiplied with this number of turns per unit length. So what you can do to increase the magnetic field? You cannot change this quantity. but you can change n and I. You can change n and I. If number of turns is very large, then the field inside the solenoid is also large. So if we closely wove the solenoid, we can get high magnetic fields. The direction of the field is also given by right hand rule that you all know. So if the current is moving in this direction, current is moving like this, then what would be the direction? Direction would be something like this, by given by your thumb. The solenoid is commonly used to obtain a uniform magnetic field. We shall see in the next chapter that a large field is possible by inserting a soft iron core inside the solenoid, that we will study later. But important result is, if number of turns per unit length is large, the field produced by the solenoid will be large.